WFYI podcasts are brought to you by Bloomington, Indiana. Experience the holiday season by exploring unique downtown shops and catch one of the many seasonal performances at the Buskirk Chumley Theater. Plan a winter getaway and discover more holiday happenings at visitbloomington.com. This is Small Studio Signal Boost from WFYI. I'm Melissa Davis, your host tonight, along with co-host Adam Gross. Tonight we'll get a seasonally appropriate top 5 from 2 eclectic Indianapolis-based artists on their Halloween favorites. And we'll listen back to some of our favorite Indiana-connected tracks celebrating the spooky season. Stay with us for an hour of new music from Indiana-based artists here on Small Studio Signal Boost. First, let's listen to a song from a Small Studio alum, an indie music luminary. Indie-based Carrington Clinton has a new album on the horizon as Clint Breeze. It's called Ring Ring Money Calling, and it features an all-star cast of Indianapolis-based musicians, Okara Imani, Mina Keohane, Chris Spitz, Sirius Black, and more. And from this first single, it's already sounding so good. Let's listen to the first single from the upcoming album. This is Impulse from Ring Ring Money Calling from Clint Breeze here on Small Studio Signal Boost.
Look, girl, you're always on my mind. And when I see you, all I wanna know is can you be my baby? You probably think it, nigga, you crazy. I know, but you and me can make history.
That was Clint Breeze with Impulse from his upcoming album, Ring Ring Money Calling. You're tuned to Small Studio Signal Boost from WFYI. I'm Melissa Davis with Adam Cross. Coming up, we'll hear a seasonally appropriate top 5 from indie-based musicians, artists, and filmmakers Chris Spears and Abbey Aichinger. But first, Adam, what's happening in the world of Indiana music this week?
Oh, there's so much. I have so much new music, Melissa.
Nice.
But first, I want to wish you a happy anniversary. This month marks 4 years of Small Studio Signal Boost.
Well, that's a happy anniversary to you, too.
Well, thank you. I can't believe it's been 4 years. It's blowing my mind.
That's gone by pretty fast.
Yeah. Slow down, time.
Well, thank you, Adam, and happy anniversary to you. It's really a joy to host the show and to co-host the show with you.
Yeah. I love being able to do this, and I appreciate that our fearless leader, Roxana Caldwell, has given us the opportunity, and WFYI lets us keep getting local music on the air.
Well said.
So earlier you mentioned Mina Keohane, and Mina is a regular at places like the Chatterbox or the Jazz Kitchen or really any local venues. You can see Mina playing on many nights of the week. She plays with people like Kara Cole, Public Universal Friend, Sarah Grain and the Billions of Stars, and that's just to name a few. But she also writes her own music, and she has a fantastic brand new album out called Quiet Little Reckonings. I'm going to play a track from that I initially heard Mina play live in studio for this show a couple of years ago, and you can find that performance on the Small Studio Signal Boost podcast, of course. But here's the new studio version. It's Mina and the Wondrous Flying Machine with Just Friends. Tuned to Small Studio Signal Boost. Pink Eagles is a collaborative writing project from Indianapolis musicians Jeb Banner, Finn Swigley, and Andy Fry. They have a new single out with vocals contributed by fellow indie artist Christian Taylor. Let's give it a listen. It's Pink Eagles with Shaking.
Outside, nothing has changed. My teeth are numb and feel so strange. Circuits gonna blow, system overload. I'm shaking.
was Pink Eagles with Shaking here on Small Studio Signal Boost. Up next, Bloomington's Chris Barth has fronted several notable acts over the years, including the influential band The Impossible Shapes. His new act, Geodize, has a new album out called Viridescent. Here's a positively motivational track from that record called You Can Be Better.
You can be better than you were yesterday. Every mistake that you made helps you find a new way. You can be better than you were yesterday. Baby step by baby step, you will find a better way to behave. Now that the stars are finally aligned, I want to be more than just some guy. Now that the sun is finally mine, I want to share light with everyone.
You're tuned to Small Studio Signal Boost. You can check out the music featured tonight on our Spotify playlist by searching WFYI Music. I'm Adam Gross here with co-host Melissa Davis. And Melissa, you have a Halloween-appropriate top 5 from 2 eclectic Indianapolis-based artists.
Yes, indie-based musicians, artists, and filmmakers Chris Spears and Abbey Aichinger talk about some of their favorite Halloween music. I'm Melissa Davis, here with 2 friends and artists, Chris Thunderkiss Spears and Abbey Aichinger, and we are talking today about a new short film, a trailer that they produced for a specific contest. Chris, would you want to tell us about the trailer and your involvement in it?
Yeah. The name of the trailer is Psychodelic. It's a horror short that we made for the Skyline Drive-In Massacre event. And it was a lot of fun. I acted in it, and I also recorded the music.
The vacation is almost over, but the trip hasn't even started yet.
It's our last day here in the sticks, dudes. Who wants to make it memorable? I think there might be some people who might not be able to handle it.
Stop bullying me!
So you really never tried it? Well, no. Should I be scared?
Everyone just remember to make your vibes real chill.
Yeah, chill vibes only.
Bottoms up, bitches.
Who else was in the movie?
My sister, Jasmine Oxenreiter, was in it, and her boyfriend, Jacob, and
their friend,
also
Jessica.
Jess. Yeah.
Jessica Six.
Yeah.
And Abbey, you produced, edited, wrote this movie. Can you tell me about your inspiration for it?
I can. I think Jasmine Oxenreiter will love me telling about it, too. The idea for the trailer is it's supposed to be like a fake 80s horror movie where 4 friends go out to the country for like a getaway weekend and decide to drop acid. One of the characters, who's played by Jasmine, has never done it before, so she's the acid virgin, and they have a less than groovy time.
It's all a dream.
Abbey, I love your art. I was trying to find like a way to describe it. It's like girly, horror, creepy, aesthetic, like high quality. It's all this like beautiful stuff packed into, I don't know, like how do you think of your art?
I don't have a certain way that I think of my art, period. I feel like I'm somebody who has to make art to stay happy and sane. And I just like challenging myself to new things. I don't like, when I have to write an artist statement, I always feel like a phony unless I just say, I don't know what I'm doing. And I'm just doing what I need to do to like survive mentally in my brain. But I like all the words you used, horror and girly. And I think there's like a lot of like a retro vintage type element to a lot of things.
Yeah, feminine and grotesque.
Yes. You also did the artwork for Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band and one of their Halloween-themed singles. Can you think of the inspiration for that? Was that the music that kind of drove the art there?
Yes, they hadn't actually released the track yet, and we went over to visit them and hang out at their house, and they played the song for us before like anybody had really heard it. And I went home with it in my head, and I just kept thinking that Rev just basically is like a shaved werewolf, and that it would be funny to just draw this picture, and also kind of secretly knew that if I did it, it would be really good and they would use it and give me money.
Yes. Something that I loved about the movie trailer when I watched it is the colors are so bright and they pop in such a beautiful way. So this is kind of like the juxtaposition of horror. And then it looks cute, is is that an intentional thing or just kind of comes out as we were talking
Yes,
about?
I pushed the levels on the colors and the saturation as hard as I possibly could. I pushed them so far that when we exported it, something changed and things just got like so above and beyond. It was like hard to even look at. It was so garish. We had to like go back and like tamp things back down and get them like more realistic. But yeah, I just wanted it to look like really harsh, bright summer light. The colors, especially once the drugs are supposedly kicking in, like to go almost neon.
Chris, what was it like to act in a movie?
It was fun. I basically just acted normal. No, it was a lot of fun. A fun experience.
Did you improv the dialogue or was it written?
It was vaguely written. It was mostly written out, but then kind of just I don't know. Yeah, I guess. Yeah, it was written.
We had to keep on like kind of a time constraint. We were supposed to only use 1 minute for the trailer.
Yeah.
And we ended up doing 2 minutes and 20 seconds. And that was like trying to cut as much fat as I possibly could. That was just like as short as I could get it.
It was really catchy, really good dialogue. I felt like it moved quickly. And I guess, it had to, but the dialogue was very engaging. Yeah. Do you see yourself acting again?
Yes.
In what?
Yes. Well, we're going to continue making film projects. We've been talking about doing a music video and some other stuff, and we've kind of been kicking some other ideas around that we'll be working on coming up. So I assume I will probably be acting in it, if anything, due to lack of resources.
And somebody that I can boss around.
Yeah.
Very nice. Now, may I add that you two are married, so you're working together and you're married. So it all, it works out.
It's easy.
How did you like editing this project?
It's my favorite part of the entire process. I actually don't really love filming, but if you don't film, you have nothing to edit. So editing is by far and away my favorite part of the entire thing. There's just something about it, the being able to cut and to see everything kind of come together and become real. And you start to see ideas and themes that you didn't even know that you wrote.
So what was it like to see this movie on an actual big screen, a drive-in theater? This was at Skyline Drive-In in Shelbyville. Mm-hmm. How was that experience?
It was really, really cool. I liked seeing myself on a big screen.
Yeah.
No, it was really cool. In particular, it was just nice getting to see all the other projects from the other filmmakers, seeing these people who are making things just because they're passionate about it, not for any reason outside of that, and just because they want to have fun and make something cool for people to see. Yeah, it was just a really cool experience getting to see all those kind of passionate horror fans doing all this stuff together solely for the passion of it and not for any other reason.
And you all placed. Like you placed in the competition.
Yes. We did. We got third place.
Mm-hmm. That's amazing.
Yeah, we got free drive-in tickets. Pretty cool.
Very excited for you both. Can't wait to see more art and music, so we'll just keep an eye on y'all. Yeah. And Abby, if we want to go to you to get some excellent art, we can go to it's Lady Fingers by Abbey, right?
It is Lady Fingers by Abbey at Shampoo Planet. So the brick and mortar store that you will come into is Shampoo Planet, and I run my nail business through there with Chris's sister Jasmine.
Psychedelic. A film so horrific you may never recover.
You guys, I'm just having so much fun now.
So we're going to talk about a top 5 today, but it's more like a top 6 because we're each going to do 3 songs in honor and celebration of Halloween. And y'all enjoy the spooky season, as do I. Yes. Let's go with the first, number 3.
My number 3 favorite Halloween song, I don't know if it's specifically Halloween, but would be Time Warp from the Rocky Horror Picture Show. It's a classic.
It's astounding. Time is fleeting. Madness takes its toll. But listen closely.
Not for very much longer.
I've got to keep control.
My second pick for my favorite Halloween song would be Red Right Hand by Nick Cave and the Bad Seeds. This is a Scream theme song, essentially. It's a staple, with it being the Scream theme song.
Go across the track where the viaduct looms like a bird of doom as it should.
And then my favorite Halloween song is Pet Cemetery by the Ramones. Oh, it's such a classic.
Under the October with the steamboats, ancient goblins and wallows come at the grand light making a sound. The smell of death is all around. And at night when the cold wind blows, no one cares, nobody knows. I don't wanna be buried.
All right, Abby, what's your number 3 most favorite Halloween song?
I would say probably I Believe in Halloween by the Voluptuous Horror of Karen Black. I just think, mostly I just want everyone to go listen to them and realize what an amazing band they are. The front woman of the band is Kimbra Fowler. She's like 65 or 70 years old and does all of her performances naked and covered in paint and giant wigs. And she's just like a complete, the most unique, just authentically herself artist, I think, around today. It's a band and they're based in New York. They've been around since, I don't know, probably like the 80s?
Yeah, the Voluptuous Horror of Karen Black.
Mm-hmm.
I believe in Halloween. All the ghosts that I've never seen. I believe in all things.
All right, number 2.
Number 2, I'm going to go with Werewolves of London. I just have always really liked werewolves. I just think they seem like hairy and they like to party, and I'm into that.
I have to say, you share a selection with Sammy Terry. He also
Do I?
selected, yes.
Good.
In our first Halloween top 5, Sammy Terry selected Werewolves of London, so you're in great company.
I saw a werewolf with a Chinese menu in his hand, walking through the streets of Soho in the rain.
And number 1.
Number 1, I don't know. It's in a similar way. I'm not sure if it...
I bet Sammy Terry picked this one, too.
I changed mine. I've got one that I'm not doing
really?
the same one. Yeah.
Never mind.
Well, originally I was going to do the Monster Rap by Elvira. It's a lot of fun. It's a good one.
It's a runner-up now. So, honorable
I
mention.
think that if I'm going to pick a rap song, I should go with the Maniac Cop rap.
Yeah.
There are very few other rap songs that are about zombie police officers with like a genetic jaw disorder.
And this one's more unique than the other ones.
It has amazing rhyme schemes like set him on fire, shoot him with an Uzi, and he'll show up in your jacuzzi.
Yeah.
What movie was it from?
Maniac Cop 2.
Yeah.
The good one.
I loved at that time period when a bunch of movies had their own like rap theme songs to them, like the Addams Family movie and Maniac Cop 2 and stuff like that.
Was that like early 90s, late
Yes.
80s?
Yeah, early 90s.
But he broke out now, he's a villain. Bullets won't hurt him. I know it sounds like jive, but when I shoot him, he's dead or alive.
Set him on fire, I shoot him with an Uzi. But he'll show up in your jacuzzi. You can run him over, you can feed him poison. Push him out of window.
If we want spooky nails, really, if we want any sort of theme, we can come to you with that, right?
Yes.
Yeah, she did Mandy Moore's nails.
That's true.
What?
This is my wingman.
She also did Billy Zane's nails.
What?
Yeah.
Also true. And the mom from Malcolm in the Middle.
Yeah.
What?
Look at Billy Zane. You can imagine he has nice nails.
Yes.
He looks like he has nice nails.
It's nice. Is there, I'm thinking of like a spooky nail theme. Is there anything that you love doing in particular?
I just like being challenged. I like doing new stuff all the time and trying to just amp up my whole goal is to say, I don't really say no. So if you come in and say you want Halloween 3 Season of the Witch mask nails, I am doing that this Friday. And am I kind of terrified? Yeah, but I'm going to do it and I'm going to make it really, really good.
For sure. Okay, I'm thinking spider webs, spiders, cobweb. There's something like basically anything that you can come up with, you can do.
Yeah.
You do great work. And I'm like, how do you do the tiny, like the details are so small. Like, how do you get in there and do the tiny details?
Just a brush that I've been using for like 7 years, so all of the hairs are starting to wear off of it. It's like
one
2
hair.
hairs.
Yeah.
I'm afraid to buy a new brush because I feel like it's just going to be too thick.
hair.
I need it to be worn, battle worn.
Thanks, Abby and Chris, for that interview, and thanks for sharing those songs. You can find the duo's horror film short on YouTube at Psychodelic Movie Trailer 2024. Coming up, we'll keep the spooky vibe going with a listen back to some of our favorite Halloween tracks from Indiana-based or Indiana-connected artists. We'll be right back with that after the break here on Small Studio Signal Boost.
WFYI podcasts are brought to you by Bloomington, Indiana. Experience the holiday season by exploring unique downtown shops and catch one of the many seasonal performances at the Buzzkirk Chumley Theater. Plan a winter getaway and discover more holiday happenings at visitbloomington.com. This is Small Studio Signal Boost. Thanks for listening tonight. You can find the music featured tonight by following our playlists. Just search for WFYI Music on Spotify. You can find the podcast edition of the show wherever you get your podcasts or at WFYI.org/podcasts. I'm Melissa Davis, joined by Adam Gross, and we're going to listen back to some of our favorite spooky season songs from Indiana Connected or Indiana-based artists. Adam, do you have our first one tonight?
Yeah, so I wanted to start off with a song by the band Coven. So Coven, I've mentioned before on this show, was a band back in this album I think came out in '69. And Jinx, the singer for the band, I believe is from Indianapolis. She definitely lives here now, and she's restarted the band, and they tour all over the world, and it's an Indianapolis-based band now. But Coven has this lore, so we're going to listen to the song Black Sabbath. And the band Black Sabbath, the legend is that they got their name from this song. The band Black Sabbath vehemently denies that, but all of the Coven fans think that there are facts that point to that being the case. So you can decide for yourself, but here it is from 1969, Coven with the track Black Sabbath. That was Coven with the song Black Sabbath. We're listening to some Halloween-appropriate tracks here on Small Studio Signal Boost. Up next, I have a couple from my favorite local album to listen to during the Halloween season, Sir Deja Doog's Love Coffin. And Sir Deja Doog actually just recently re-released this album with a remastered version on vinyl earlier this year. And if you look at the Small Studio Signal Boost podcast, you can hear my conversation with Sir Deja Doog about the creation of this album. So let's give a listen to two of the tracks from that record. We'll hear Portal of Doom, followed by the title track from the album, Love Coffin.
Pink electro feelings, UFOs are dancing, feel they will be landing soon. Green Samosa pyramid, terrible floating island, imaginary portal of doom. I wanna love you forever. I wanna take you in a rigid, cold embrace as we come together. I'm in an amorphous state of decay. I want your name on my tombstone. No, I don't wanna go alone. Come lie with me. Come die with me. Come lie with me.
You're tuned to Small Studio Signal Boost, and we're listening to some of our favorite Indiana-connected Halloween tracks. Up next, I have one from the band The Tsunamis. This was a Bloomington band and featured our former co-host Charlene Birdsong. I love this song, and we love Charlene. It's The Tsunamis with Kill, Kill, Kill.
Next, I have a song from the Reverend Peyton's Big Damn Band. A few years ago, they released the surf-inspired Halloween song, The Wolfman Can't Come, with a really fun video. Let's listen to the song now on Small Studio Signal Boost.
Gonna be a monster party, gonna scream, gonna shriek. Invite the ghosts and goblins, invite the witches too. The graveyard will be jumping, but I'm warning you that Wolfman can't come. No werewolves allowed. The Wolfman can't come. I hate the way he howls. He might start a fight, he's fouling up my mood. He's up all night, just howling at the moon.
We hope that you enjoyed our Halloween-inspired tracks, and happy Halloween. You're tuned to Small Studio Signal Boost from WFYI. I'm Melissa Davis, here with co-host Adam Gross. What's happening in the world of live music?
Well, next Saturday, November 2nd, Indianapolis band Moon Goons is celebrating the release of their new album Lady of Many Faces at Healer on Indy's East Side. The show will also feature sets from Doom Gong, Hypertensions, and Radar Gold. I don't know if you've heard Moon Goons before, but it's appropriate for the Halloween season for sure. Again, that's Moon Goons' album release show at Healer, Saturday, November 2nd. Melissa, do you have anything?
Yeah, Small Studio alum, singer-songwriter Chad Mills will be at the Allied Solutions Center for the Performing Arts in Carmel on Wednesday, October 30th, a nice midweek show there. And since it's on October 30th, I have to think that Chad's going to play some Halloween-inspired tracks.
I would hope so.
I would think so.
Yeah.
So go see Chad. He's awesome. Chad Mills at the Center for the Performing Arts. That's the latest in Indiana music. Be sure to follow your favorite artists on social media for updates and info. This is Small Studio Signal Boost. Adam Gross and Roxana Caldwell created our show. This episode was produced by Adam Gross and me, Melissa Davis. You can check out the podcast edition of the show wherever you get your podcasts or at WFYI.org. And if you'd like to submit your music to get played on the show, just visit WFYI.org/local-frequency. And we are at our last song of the night. Adam, I sort of held back from that Halloween selection of songs. There's something that I think we have to play here from an Indiana-connected artist, the late Michael Jackson.
Oh, I knew it.
I think this is probably the greatest, if not one of the greatest Halloween songs of all time.
Oh, yeah. I mean, it has to be.
Okay, well, this is Thriller from Indiana-born Michael Jackson here on Small Studio Signal Boost. Have a great night. Be safe.
It's close to midnight. Something evil's lurking in the dark. Under the moonlight, you see a sight that almost stops your heart. You try to scream, but terror takes the sound before you make it. You start to freeze.
WFYI podcasts are brought to you by Bloomington, Indiana. Experience the holiday season by exploring unique downtown shops and catch one of the many seasonal performances at the Buskirk Chumley Theater. Plan a winter getaway and discover more holiday happenings at visitbloomington.com.